Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Commerce Divine. Today we are going to attempt Maharashtra side paper. That is also for paper 1. Yeah, we are getting into a test. Okay. So first one they were saying like instructional aid are used by a team. Okay. So now we are getting into a question number 1, that is instructional aid are used by teachers too. So the answer was clarify the concepts. So which of the following is not the advantage of memory level of teaching? Very important. Memory level of teaching ಅಲ್ಲಿ advantages ಯಾವುದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. It is to facilitates the memorization of facts. It is a foundation of reflecting and understanding level, and it is helpful in lower and higher class, and none of the above. The answer is it is helpful in a lower and higher classes. So concept ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, so that is not advantage. So third one was which of the following is the least important aspect of teachers role in the guidance of learning ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So development of insight into what constitute adequate performance, development of insight to overcome the pitfall and obstacles, and provision of encouragement and moral support, provision of continuous diagnostic and remedial help. Excuse me. The answer is the development of insight into what constitute an adequate performance. So creativity means creativity ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, creativity ಅಂದ್ರೆ divergent thinking. Convergent thinking ಆಗಲ್ಲ, abstract thinking ಆಗಲ್ಲ, deep thinking ಆಗಲ್ಲ. It is called as divergent thinking. So what is the duty of teacher in generating motivation among learners? So teachers duty ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವಾಗ generating motivation among learners ಮಧ್ಯೆ motivation create ಮಾಡೋಕೆ what is the duty of the teacher? So the answer is C, to accept the level of success as one can attain. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಲೈಕ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಲರ್ನರ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಥರ ದೇ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲರ್ನರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಕೇಶ್ನಲ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ರೀಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಕಲಿಯೋ ಮಕ್ಳ ಹತ್ರ ತುಂಬ ಹೈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮೇಜರ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಟು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ದ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಟೈನ್. So sixth one is which is not type of random sampling. So random sampling type ಯಾವ್ದಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it's a judgment sampling. So it which is also come under ಈ ಮೂರೇನಿದೆ cluster, satisfy, systematic, which is comes under random sampling. So which research focuses on improving of work situation? Work situation, I think this is for applied research. Focus on work situation. Very important guys, work situation, improvement of work situation. So dash is unsuitable for geographical representation of continuous data. So continuous data ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾವ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಟಿಕಲ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬಾರ್ ಚಾರ್ಟ್. ಹಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಾಲಿಗನ್ ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಜಿವ್ ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಾರ್ ಚಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So supervisory's certificate on the thesis. Supervisor certification on the thesis. Supervisor certificate on the thesis ensures the originality of the work. ಸೊ ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಸೈನ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ದಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಎನ್ಶೋರ್ ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಡಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಪಿಡ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್ ಅಂತ. So if you have a specific idea about what is the researched, you should what is to be a researched, you should specific idea about what is to be researched, you should write the research design. Okay, ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್, ಅದು ಆಲ್ ಫಸ್ಟೇ ಕಾಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವೇಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್. So the famous statement medium is a message by Marshall McLuhan actually applies in medium of communication shapes the human form more fundamentally than message. Message is an a communication shape more fundamentally than medium in what they are carried. A medium of message are unrelated entity which when it comes to an shape human in the long run. Medium and message are independent entities and have a less roles in shaping humans. So I think this is the answer is medium of communication shapes humans more fundamentally than the message. So arrange the following steps sequence ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸೆಂಡರ್ ಡಿಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಂಡರ್ ಎನ್ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್, ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್, ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿ. ಸೆಂಡರು ಎನ್ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಈಸಿಯ ಒನ್. So communication via new media such as computer, teleshopping, internet and mobile telephony is termed as interactive communication. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಏನರಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಟೆಲಿಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನಿಕಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ರೂಮ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ must be ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಕ್. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಜನರಲ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಟೀಚರ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಕ್ಕು ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ನೀಡೆಡ್, ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಚ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್. ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್. I think it is a receiver. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಸೀವರ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ passage 1. In Japan, the people often refers to traffic lights are being blue in color, and this is bit odd because the traffic signal indicates go in Japan is just a green as it is everywhere else in the world. So why is the color getting lost in translation? This visualization has its roots in the history of language. Okay, blue and green are similar hue. They sit next to each other, rainbow. Okay, which means that eyes light can blend smoothly from blue to green, vice versa, without going past another color past any other color in between. Okay, before the modern period, Japanese had just one word for blue and green. The wall divides this color had not been eradicated as yet. As language evolved in Heian period around year 1000, similar interesting happened A new word pop up in being greenish. Midori was the shade of AO. It wasn't really a new color in the own right, okay? One of the first fans in this color continuum came from unlikely place crayon. In 1970, the first crayon was imported in Japan and brought with them a way of dividing seamless visual representation. Okay, visual representation. Sorry, divided a seamless visual spread into neat, discrete chunks. There were different crayons for green, Midori, and blue, Evo, and children started to adopt these names. Okay, so the signals for go in traffic in Japan is green. So, so TN, the sentence, the wall that divides the color had been erected. What does the wall refers to? What does the wall refers to? It refers to words. So, why was green taken for blue in Japan in early times? They had two words, Midori and Evo. They did not have crayons in it wrong. In the rainbows in Japan, blue and green blends into each other. Illa, idu illa. They had only one word, oi, for blue and green. Yes, this is correct. So, two distinct color, Midori and Aoi, come into existence in one period. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದೆರಡು ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೀ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೀ ಹಿಸ್ಟಾರಿಕ್ಕು ಇಲ್ಲ so it is not in Huan period, it is in 1917 with crayons. So word controdram means, I think it is a confusion. So the Maharashtra government has announced the partnership with which the current affairs related to Maharashtra. I literally don't know about this. So I think the answer is IBM. So classroom approach blended learning ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ that students and teachers can access, which is around 2.3 crores. So it's a mild guess. So the computer network which is used within a building is called as within a building is called as a local area network, LAN. ಸೊ ಇದು ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ 2019 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸೆಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ASIC ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್. ಆನ್ಸರ್. And the next one is high level programming language can be converted to machine language using which of the following? Using which of the following? Oracle, compiler, MATLAB, and assembler. So the answer is compiler. So the initial efforts for internet based communication. The initial efforts for internet based communication was, I think this is for a military purpose. So